What's up everyone, we are here with another Madden NFL 26 video, and once again we are doing a rebuild, and this time we are going to rebuild the New York Jets. So we're gonna go with the custom coach this time. You know, their coaches are just not working out for them, it seems, and we're looking to turn around this franchise. This time we're gonna go with a development coach that can develop players. That's gonna be the strategy here. But you guys know I did the Tennessee Titans in Madden 26, and then also in Madden 26 early NFL season I ended up doing the Carolina Panthers. So now we're here with the Jets, and I don't know which head coach I am going to pick here, but we will see. Does she have green eyes? I think she does have green eyes. I think this might be our coach just because she has green eyes. The Jets are green. Alright guys, so I fully customized her, and we are about to start the preseason week 1, and we're just gonna do all of this, and then we're gonna jump into week number 1 of the regular season. Alright, so we have interviews here. With this gives us like development in like coach carousel. I think like the abilities that you can unlock, but we're gonna go with developing the QB, then we're gonna develop the offense. That's the main focus, the QB position, whether it's Justin Fields in the long run, or whether we trade for a QB, or if we end up drafting a number 1 QB. Alright guys, so this is how our roster is going to look on day number 1. Just the regular Jets roster. There's still a lot of positions that I do need to work on. Right guard was one of them. Oh my goodness, their linebackers are really bad. I could upgrade our defensive tackle. The safety positions, it's pretty decent, but not really the best. And I think this team is going to need a lot of weapons for it to get to where I want it to be. There is free agency, and right off the rip, there is a defensive tackle. There's a corner. So there are some players that we could pick up, but we're gonna pick up Kristen Wilkins to be our number 2 defensive tackle. I think that's an amazing pickup for us. And I think should we go wide receiver? Nope. I think our next best bet is corner. So we're gonna go over here with corner. Also, I will like to add, guys, that whenever I started my Panthers series and my Titans series, it wasn't updated like this. So Madden franchise literally got an update, which is honestly, I really like it. But at the same time, why wasn't this updated in the beginning when this Madden 26 first came out? It makes it feel like that this shouldn't be a yearly game, that it should like just have updates, you know, from time to time, because yeah. Alright guys, we are at week number 1 here of the regular season. We did our training, we did all of our weekly practices, we played the preseason just to try and get some stats up. But yeah, and I will show you guys the roster, how it looks. Also, I will be planning on making some roster changes if we start playing this and then we start losing a lot. So expect some trades. I want to get rid of our wide receivers that we're not doing good to begin with, because there's no points. I want to get rid of some corners. I want to get rid of those older guys to collect draft picks for the future. So if we win and we start winning a lot, I will of course start upgrading this roster. If we start losing a lot, I will downgrade this roster with younger players that could potentially be way like good in year number 2, like a really good overall. So that is going to be the strategy here. So it's all on Justin Fields and how this team is going to perform. And if he doesn't perform good, we of course want to start moving those little pieces to kind of get that number 1 QB in the draft. There are a lot of QBs in this draft that are projected really high. was it. I know there's a lot of like maybe 10 QBs that you could basically draft this draft. I don't know how good they're gonna be. I don't know their overall. Usually QBs have low overalls in this, so I don't know what to expect. But even if it's a low overall, like 70, 72, 72, I really do expect just just for him to start if Justin Fields doesn't play good. Also, I'm gonna turn off coach firing for me just in case. We'll do CPU only just in case we lose a lot of games, which we lost to the Steelers on week number 1, so that's not a good look already. Now we're going up against the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully that is a better look for us. We're just gonna do our weekly training right here, and then hopefully we're able to upgrade some players. We'll see. So we're gonna upgrade some players here. Alright, we're actually able to upgrade a lot of players, so that's really, really good for us. And yeah, you guys can see right there my controller is kind of broken, which I do need to get a new one. I don't know when I'm gonna grab a new one, maybe tomorrow. But we'll see. But we're gonna jump into this matchup. Hopefully we're able to pick up the win against the Buffalo Bills. If we lose a second time in a row, I still want to give Justin Fields some, like, you know, I want to, like, not, like, give up on him already in week number 2. But we'll see how it goes here, guys. Hopefully we're able to pick up the win. If not, it's fine. Also, guys, I remember whenever I was younger, the Bills were always bad. So the Bills was a team that I would always, like, rebuild. So it's crazy how, like, what's a bad team? Oh yeah, the Carolina Panthers in the Cam Newton era, they weren't bad. So that team I wouldn't really rebuild. But it's also the Browns have always been bad too. So, like, the Browns are, like, you know, they have a soft spot in my heart just because they always been bad, and I would always rebuild them in Madden. But that's gonna be a loss, and we do not even score a touchdown. I still want to have hope in Justin Fields, but if he doesn't step it up next week, I think it's time to make some wide receiver moves and get rid of those older wide receivers and bring in younger guys that could maybe develop into starters in year number 2 or get better, you know. So that might be the move here, guys. But you know, it's all up to Justin Fields. Let's see if he turns it around next week. I think our defense is pretty good right there. I did see one of our defensive players on the leaderboards. Alright, let's see. Who should we re-sign? We could re-sign Bryce Hall. That's a player who we're basically going to re-sign right away. We need a RB number 1, and he's going to be our RB number 1. We have a right guard, Asante, Tony Adam, Christian Wilkins, Quincy Williams, Cam Akers, and Tyler Scott. There's not really a lot of players that I do want to bring back, so that's really good because we could focus on free agency next year. But you guys can see right there, I already got those rookies or those young wide receivers that are ready to step up if we do end up trading our other wide receivers, which I think might be the move here if we lose in week number 3. I don't know, who should we sign? I don't think they're really interested in re-signing. This is the only player that's interested in re-signing that's pretty decent for us, so does he resign? And no, we need to offer him a better contract. Tony Adam doesn't seem that bad for us also. Cam Akers, I don't know, I don't think we resign anyone else. I think we're gonna just get into the next matchup here. Guys, I withdrew some offers, and I think we're gonna try and sign Tony Adams here. I think he could be a good part of this. Yeah, so he resigns. He's gonna be a big part of this defense in the future, and you just years to come. So hopefully he does pan out for us. We know this team is in the middle of a rebuild. Winning is not our focus. I really hope this doesn't bring down morals or morale, I think. Building self-confidence. Oh, it actually brings it up, so that's honestly really good. Does our team get like 10 overalls up? I don't know. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Justin Fields is still 75 overall. He has not been playing good here at all. We're gonna upgrade our players and get into week number 3. Alright guys, here we go. Week number 3. If we lose, I think we start making roster changes and getting rid of those older guys for draft picks. And see what draft picks we could collect. But we're going up against the Buccaneers. They are a hard task, but if we cannot beat them, we cannot beat them, and it's time to get rid of those pieces. It's time to kind of bail out on Justin Fields if he doesn't pan out well. We gave him chances. He wasn't able to score a touchdown last match at all against the Bills, so we're giving him one more opportunity here. If he doesn't win, of course, we're just gonna leave him in like the quarterback position. But there's gonna be a lot of movements around on the offense, on the defense, on special teams, and get these younger guys involved and see if they could potentially develop for year number 2 and become starters for this team. There's a penalty of no touchdowns at all for Justin Fields, so it's honestly time to move around those pieces and see what happens. Disappointing loss for us. I think I might put him in a trade block too, just in case. I don't know if that's the move. We'll see. But yeah, it's time to just completely move up all of the younger guys up in the roster and see what happens. Yep. Actually, not that bad of yardage, honestly. Not that bad, but we still need a touchdown. He has his weapons, Not the best weapons, but he has a wide receiver number 1. He has an RB number 1. He has a good lineman, and he may need more wide receivers, a better tight end. But I feel like with those weapons, that's enough to at least score a touchdown, and he hasn't been able to do that. Whoa, we got a lot of players injured. Yep, and our defense is honestly, our defense is really good, right? Yeah, our defense is pretty decent, so there's no reason for Justin Fields to just, not be doing good. We're gonna check out his stats. 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I think it's over for him. And, Bryce Hall, and pretty decent for week number 3, so it's just Justin Fields hasn't been getting the ball out there a lot, and 2 interceptions is not good here at all. We're gonna try and re-sign our right guard just because I feel like our offensive line is actually really good, and we're honestly gonna need that because I think we're gonna try and draft a rookie next year, a number 1 QB rookie. So I think that's the move next year. So yeah, we're gonna not sign Cam Akers, but I'll see you guys next week, or whenever the matchup begins. Alright guys, we are here at week number 4. We ended up moving some draft picks around to get better draft picks. We ended up trading some players to get other players in the trade block that are just younger and it's gonna have more time to develop into starters. So this team might be bad, or actually the players who I ended up trading for might actually pan out really good in year number 1. But we're gonna see. I think it's gonna take a while for them to develop, but I think they will develop. I have past experience with these players. I know they develop really, really well from my previous rebuilds. So I honestly think they're gonna do really good. Maybe not in year number 1, but this is gonna be a test against the Miami Dolphins here, which honestly might be another team that I rebuild in the future. I want you guys to leave down in the comments and let me know if that's going to be the move. But it's time to see what this team actually does here. And maybe, yeah, the Dolphins are actually really bad too. They're 1-2, so we'll see. 7-0. Justin Fields finally scores a touchdown, maybe. 7-0. 7-0. I think I saw Justin Fields fumble. I don't know if I saw that correctly. 16-6, but honestly, 19-6. Honestly, a good win for us, but the Dolphins are not really that good here this season at all. Also, guys, if I do decide to do a Dolphins rebuild, are you guys gonna want me to trade Tua and Tyreek Hill in year number 1? Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, Justin Fields actually played really decent, so maybe that roster change was needed, or maybe the Dolphins are just that bad. But I don't know, guys. We'll see. Also, Jalen is also part of our team now. We made those roster changes for younger guys, so honestly, really good. But I'll see you guys in the next matchup, or we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so Jalen had a really decent game for us. So I really want him to develop, so I think the next match I am going to play a little bit just so we could get him developed. Just so we could like move him up in like the rankings for our wide receivers and maybe be a decent wide receiver for us. I do want him like a medium goal. I think that's fine. So 120 yards, it's 125 yards is the goal for us. We're gonna play it, and it's gonna be against the Cowboys. Hopefully, we are able to do decent here, but we'll see. And yeah, I'm gonna play the next one. I don't want to force the win, but let's just get him his yardage and see what we could do. See what he could become for us, you know. All right, guys, here we go. The Jets versus the Cowboys. We do have home field advantage. We're gonna see if we're able to pick up the win, and I just realized the fire coming out of like those things are like those are like those jets things, like the thing that help the jets fly. And I just noticed that. I don't know if you guys realized that. You guys probably realized it, but let's see what we could do. Our goal here is 125 yards for Jalen. See if he could become that number one. Not that number one, but that number 2 wide receiver to separate himself from the other wide receivers on our roster. We have made a lot of moves just to make, basically make these younger guys get chances to develop in our offense and even in our defense too. So Jalen has his first catch. We're gonna look for him every time. If he doesn't get open, we could always look for someone else. A little juke move right there. Also, I don't know how this is gonna work just because my controller is somewhat broken and I tried blowing air in it last time and it did not work at all. So maybe a new controller is in the future for me. We'll see. Not a catch right there, but it is fine. We just need to keep giving him the ball. It is a catch. That was perfect, honestly. I think it's 62 yards. No, he doesn't have 62 yards because we threw a ball to our tight end, so that's not how many yards he does have. Also, we will sim it a little bit just in case because I do think Justin Fields can get him the ball. We do sim it sometimes. All right, another catch for him. So it's honestly really good. Let's see, where is he? He's right there. Let's see if we get him the ball, and boom, goes up in the air, and it might have been an interception. The ball stayed in the air just a little bit more longer. All right, let's see. That's not gonna work out. I don't see anyone open. We're gonna try and scramble it, a little juke move, and I literally meant to slide, but I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I jumped up like that. I meant to slide, so that does suck. That's gonna be a fumble, and it's 10-0, so yep, that sucks for us, but all that matters is if we give Jalen the ball, and I think we're about to lose this already. I'm gonna try and run it. I don't like any of the plays that I do see, so a little rush right there. Let's see. Gonna try and give him the ball, and he's just not able to hold it right there. So that does suck for us. He does, hopefully, whenever we get him that extra dev, we're able to make him, grab the ball a little bit more, or have a better catching in traffic, It's not really looking good for us. He does have some decent catches for yards, so it is fine. We don't have to worry here at all. It still is the second quarter. Gonna launch it right there, catch it, and that's a catch for Jalen. So that's honestly a really, really good catch for us. I don't know how many yards he has after that, but I think that's a really good chunk of yardage right there. And just grab this easy touchdown. It's just a little bit of yardage right there. And a touchdown to get us on the board here. Let's see. We're going to play the moments. Jalen is still in here, so that's really good for us. No injuries yet. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it. We're going to launch it right there. And that's going to be another catch. I don't know how many yards that puts him at, but we'll check in a little bit, but I think it's like a really decent yardage. Let's see. Go to receiving, and there he is. So we're gonna get a dev update here. So let's try and score just another touchdown to take the lead, and then we'll see if our team is able to seal the deal on their own. But a lot of roster changes to this offense already. Just my controller right there. But just getting these getting the players who we don't really want out of here, and using the trade block a lot. We're able to get some draft picks. We're able to get some younger guys. Get rid of the older veterans that aren't really going to help rebuild this team. We got some draft picks. Hopefully we're still able to move around and get some draft picks. If we don't get the number one pick, we do need to trade up and try and get him. So we'll see how this all plays out for us. 13-7 is a score. We're going to try and run it in here. It is first and goal. That's not going to work. The Cowboys are all on that. Let's see. Where to go? We're gonna try and throw it right there. And wow, I don't know how that isn't a touchdown, but that's not a touchdown. Just not able to reach in there. We're gonna try running it in one more time. If that doesn't work, we have to settle for a field goal. And it does work for us, so the score is about to be 14-13, and we should have the lead by 1 point. And hopefully this is enough for this team to pick up the win. Bryce Hall right there with a little touchdown. Alright, let's see if this team can seal the deal on their own. But that is a Jets touchdown, 13-14. 21-14, they're able to score 21-14. And they beat us by a touchdown, but that's literally because I scored the other two touchdowns. So I don't know if this Jets team is just, we're not the best, but at least we got a depth upgrade on our wide receiver that's going to basically be here for a long time and basically upgrade with us. Justin Fields right there. I don't think Justin Fields is our QB of the future. He just cannot get the job done, no matter what. So I don't think he's a QB of the future. Maybe we trade draft picks. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, guys, always spread love and always spread sympathy. We are going to upgrade one of our left ends. So let's see. Before we end off the video, let's see our receiver breakout. Let's just go to it right here and let's see. Alright, so Jalen is now a star development, so that's really, really good for us. But yeah, guys, I think it's like star, superstar. I don't know how it works, but can I get like a X, like a X factor out for this? I don't know.